Welcome to the Bricky Experience today, everyone. So glad to have you. And today we're going to be exploring the power of mentorship and how it shapes people's lives. And we have such a special story today, and I am so proud to bring it to you. And mentorship is just more than having somebody in your life that you're trying to learn something from. It's about guidance. It's about lessons in life and growth and how to have impact on other people. And I have such special guests here today. I have James, who is a Hobart High School student, and he knows firsthand on how powerful it is to have a mentor. And I have the infamous Miguel from Traditions Barbershop downtown Hobart, which is a happening place in the city of Hobart. And he's been a mentor to James. And I want to welcome both of you. Thanks for joining us today. I'm so glad to have both of you. And first of all, I have to tell the Bricky audience, this happened in a very unusual way. James was with our Director of Social Emotional Learning, Debbie Mathis, and he asked to have a meeting with me. And I love when students want to talk to me about ideas. And he wanted me to know something that was of great importance to him, which was what, James?
That everybody needs mentoring and guidance in life.
Yeah, and so this was such a powerful meeting that I had with James, and he really got into why he believes every student needs a mentor. And that's what our podcast is about today. We're going to tell you James' story, and we hope it has great impact on you. And so, James, can you first start off with telling us how you met Miguel?
How I met Miguel was through Messenger, well, technically through Facebook. I was actually going to start putting my clippers up for sale because I was giving hope up on barbering because I just didn't see any progress on it. So I'm like, I don't really like barbering, like I like cutting hair, but I just don't like the fact that I'm not seeing progress in it. Mm-hmm. So I'm starting to upload these photos on Facebook to see if I can get some hope out of it. I didn't see nothing, so I decided to put my clippers up for sale. And as I did, I got a text message from Miguel, hey, I'm willing to mentor you, guide you, and if you're willing to take this serious, I could help you out. And from there, it's been a success.
Right. So definitely social media helped you out a little bit here because sometimes social media can be a little negative, but definitely this was a positive for you. Mm-hmm. And so at what point did you realize that this was it was more than just someone who said, I can help you with barbering. Yeah. Well, how did you know that he was actually mentoring you? At what point did you know that?
When he first started cutting my hair, when I first came in the shop, I felt the environment, everything was nice, everything was, welcoming. When he was cutting my hair, he was talking to me, if you're willing to take this full time, what's your goals in 3 years, 4 years, or what do you want to do in life, just basically those questions on what do you want to do, are you on track on where you want to be in life and stuff like that. From there, I knew.
That's pretty spectacular, really, just starting to really develop this relationship with you about your future, mm-hmm. right? That is really something. So, Miguel, here you are. You're the owner of Traditions, which, if you've ever been in there, it is so busy, everyone, and it's just a happening place. I just said, wow, he took you as he's a mentee, you're his mentor. What made you decide to take James under your wings?
Yeah, so I believe it's, for any small business owner, it's great that they have business, they have customers, they have people coming in, whatever type of business you own. But one of my goals personally for myself, even I could think all the way back to as a child, was when I do own a business, I want to encourage, I want to inspire, I want to help the next generation underneath me and to continue this train of people and these young people, students, and mentor, guide them, lead them, and to kind of just continue to just keep a nice flow of when people hear about Traditions, this is what it is, this is what's happening. these are kids that were coming in, getting their haircut at 5, 6, 7. Now these are the barbers that are cutting this community in other cities.
That's pretty awesome, really. And so, did you have a mentor growing up? I mean, did someone inspire you to do this?
Yes. Well, he was not barbering related, but I grew up going to the Boys and Girls Club, and the gym teacher, the person that ran the gym, his name was Jeremy Bratton. He took me under his wing and kind of shaped and molded me to who I am today. Life lessons. We went running on the dunes. We sat around, ate breakfast. He shared goals with me of his. He asked me goals of mine, and he really just kept a good head on my shoulder. And just a huge shout out to him for helping, leading me, and guiding me where I'm at today.
Yeah, and he probably didn't even know that he did that for you.
Not at all. No.
Okay, so if you're watching this podcast, thanks for making a difference for Miguel. And so now you can see Miguel is actually mentoring other people, and that is so impactful. And, you know, sometimes it's not until later in life that we realize such impact people have had on us.
Right.
So, James, when you told me everyone needs a mentor, what did you mean by that, and why?
Sometimes we all need some sort of guidance to become on who we want to be, and sometimes there is people that are lost that don't know what they really want to do in life, or they have a midlife crisis after high school, and sometimes they need to find what they love doing, and find people that love doing the same thing that they want at the same mindset, and then find a mentor that would guide you and then teach you life lessons.
Well, I thought it was pretty incredible when I was talking to James. This is at our meeting that we had so that I could get to meet Miguel, besides just going down to his barbershop one day and checking it out. And you told me that you were in a bad way, that you were not making good choices, and that Miguel just taught you so many life skills. Do you want to share with the Brickies what that means?
Sometimes hanging around with the wrong people isn't the right way to do things, because it makes you more lost and more like confused in life on what you really want to do when you grow up. And as soon as you get out of high school, you're like, what do I do? I'm lost. Sometimes you gotta change your ways before you get out of high school, because once you're out of high school, there's no second chances. Sometimes everyone needs to reach out for a mentor, reach out for somebody to guide them.
Right. I know you were telling me that some of the life skills that he taught you were just so valuable. And so you were hanging around with some people that you were making some choices, and Miguel helped you find your way. That is just really beautiful. So, Miguel, I want to ask you, because you've been with James now for quite some time, and he's grown a lot under your guidance. What changes have you seen in James?
Yeah, I've noticed a change in his personality traits, how he kind of carries himself, how he has become more approachable. In the barbershop aspect, when a person comes through the door, hello, how you doing, sir? How you doing, ma'am? So those little things that I've taught James now will transition into him conversating, communicating with clients, with customers. How's the weather today? Oh, how's your family? Or how many children do you have? Those small little communication skills take you such a long way in life, and whatever skill or whatever career you choose to do. And James has done that, and he's progressed since I've met him. Personality, has become such approachable. He's gone out of his way, I've noticed, to do little things. You know, we have a lot of elderly people that come in the barbershop. James runs, gets the door, opens it, and lets that elderly person in or out of the barbershop. That makes a huge difference.
Welcome to Traditions. I'm Miguel.
And I'm James.
Welcome to the barbershop.
And not only do I see that, but customers, people see that. The other barbers in the barbershop see that. So now that's going to encourage them to do that.
That's beautiful. It's just, it says a lot about humility. Mm-hmm. And I know that you were telling me, Miguel, that you had an anger problem. And so can you share with the audience a little bit about what Miguel did for you to help you with that?
I would come up to him about what had happened in this certain situation, and he would tell me, is it worth putting your energy into that? Is it worth feeding the fire to make it even more, like expand the fire even more? And that really like impacted me, because why am I feeding attention to this situation that's going on? And anger has been a part of me since I was younger, and ever since he was teaching me like it's not worth it, it's not gonna do you any good. It's just changed everything ever since then.
Right. So basically, he taught you how to reinvest your
Yeah.
energy into
Yeah.
things that are more positive. That is really remarkable. It's great how it started off as career based, and then all of a sudden he has this really cherished friend in Miguel, and it's helped him with some difficulties in life. As a business owner, Miguel, why do you think mentorship is important? Not just because he's in school, but in life in general. Why do you think mentorship is so important?
I think mentorship is so important because we all come from different backgrounds, different stories, different households, different situations, and when you meet somebody for the first time, you don't necessarily know what they're going through, what they've experienced, what kind of trauma they've dealt with or had in their life. And a lot of this stuff can be passed down from family to family, or this generational thing. And when I met James, I told James, I said, James, this doesn't have to be you. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to be mad. You don't have to invest your time into negativity. You're gonna have to keep going in life and keep moving, because really what James is doing, and I don't even know if James still even sees this, but I see it as he's inspiring the next generation underneath him.
I see that too. I think it was so important for him to make that bold step to come to me and say, hey, every kid needs a mentor. And so if another student is listening to this, James, and says, I don't have a mentor, what advice would you give them?
I would try finding something that they love doing, and in that sort of what they love doing, they should go ahead and meet other people that would want to do it with them. And from there, try seeing who would mentor them or has been there since they first started doing what they love. And the more and more they keep doing it and surrounding themselves, the more and more mentors come in. The more and more people will lead them, guide them, give them advice, and then show them the way how to do it the right way.
That's great. I know that Miguel shared with me that you're starting to bring others to the barbershop,
Yep.
and you are mentoring. Can you both talk about that just a little bit? We can start with you, Miguel, because I know all of a sudden you have all these people in your barbershop.
Yeah. So it's I can honestly, humbly say I didn't expect it to happen that fast when James kind of came in, and I took him under mentoring him, sweeping, cleaning the shop, making sure the bathroom's clean, little things like that. And next thing I know, James is cutting a buddy, a client, a friend, and one of his friends comes in. But now I'm seeing how they spark interest in it. But not only are they sparking interest in it, they're not seeing us as just like, oh, this is a quick way to make money. This is a career now. So now they're seeing James cutting in here, working, but then they're seeing me come over, lead and guide him and correct him in whatever area it needs to be corrected, or call something out on the haircut. And now it's seeing them like, wow, maybe I can do this too. Wow, it really is important about who you are and place yourself around, because it makes a huge impact on your life.
Yeah, association and the people that you hang around. I know that when I was down at the barbershop, and just the level of respect that is going on, and just the talk, and people just having a good time in your barbershop, and they're really just it's such community based, and that's all due to you. And I just think that that's pretty remarkable. And so, hey, James, if you could tell Miguel, like, just say one thing to him about the impact that he's had on you, what would you say to him?
I would say thank you for, reaching out to me when I was really lost in life. I didn't know what I really wanted to do. And I really do appreciate him for reaching out and guiding me to where I want to be at, because it's made me blown into this game. Like, I never knew I would love something like cutting hair. I never knew I was going to do something like that. And I do thank him for, leading me and mentoring me and just making me a better person.
Yeah, your story is just so good, because I know when you told me, you just said, I'm a better person. And so you just inspired me. Miguel, what advice would you give to business owners who could be mentors, but they're not even sure how to get started? What advice would you give them?
I would tell them, first off, reevaluate what your plan is, what your goal is. And if you're chasing the money for the business, then I believe personally you're doing it for the wrong thing. Because if you truly love what you're doing, then it doesn't really feel like work. Like I get to get up every day and do what I love to do. And now I'm almost on this hunt now when I see these kids, see these students coming into my barber shop that are getting my haircut. I got a little fourth grader and I talked to his mom in the barber shop and he says, I already told my mom, I'm gonna be a barber. I'm gonna work here with you. And he goes to Veterans Elementary and he's only in elementary school and it's like, wow. So to answer your question, I would say and take time and invest into your people that are in your establishment.
That's great advice. And so what if you could leave a lesson with our students, what would it be, Miguel?
Yeah, I would tell you students to be humble, be thankful for where you're at in your life right now. There's going to be positive things that come your way. There's going to be negative things that come your way. There's going to be people that are going to be pulled in your life and taken out of your life for a specific reason. And to just, whatever career, whatever direction that you go, to just be good to people. I think being good to people and being humble will take you a long way in life in general.
That's great advice. And then I know on the academic side of it, what advice did you give to James, and what advice would you give to our students? Because I know that was some advice that you did give to James.
Yeah, I told James, if you're going to do this haircutting thing and make this a career, then it starts first where you're at right now. I think I met James when he was a freshman, sophomore. I said, your grades. That's the first thing I ask him when he comes to the shop. I say, how's my grades looking? How are those grades looking? How's this class? Are you asking questions? Are you taking tests? You know, are you studying? Are you preparing for? Because this is going to take you a long way in life. In general, you need your diploma. You know, if you do decide to go to college, you know, getting to class on time, tests have to be done, projects have to be completed. You can't just make an excuse for everything, because if you do that, then you're going to do that your whole way throughout life. And I just think that taking your time right now and asking questions is like so vital in these students where they're at right now.
That's beautiful advice. It truly is. And then I asked the same question of James. I said, so how's your grades? And he said, they're getting better. And so great impact on that. I don't think that sometimes people realize that, and you explained it so beautifully, those things are really, really important in life towards success, but also the person that you are and who you are associating with. Such great advice. James, what kind of life lesson would you like to leave with the Brickies?
Surround yourself with the right people, because and always keep your circle small, because what I've learned is keeping my circle small has gave me a better vision on what I want to do in life. And surrounding yourself with the right people, like if you have an interest in doing something, surround your people to have the same interest, the same mindset, and same like vision as you, because when you surround yourself with those right people, you're successful in life.
That is great. So, James, I know you want to become a barber and own your own business, and you're learning from the best, and we wish you such great, success with that as you're pursuing that. I want to thank you both for your story, because it is so powerful, and, we can prove through your relationship as mentor-mentee that it changes lives. And James's story was just so beautiful, and he told me I was going down a bad way, and if it weren't for Miguel, you wouldn't be a changed individual. And so mentors can make a difference, and mentees, all I can say for you, if you are listening, go find a mentor. And if you're in a position to mentor someone, take them under your wings. It's very gratifying. I think you've demonstrated that so beautifully. I want to thank you for joining us today. And you can see that there's so much that you can learn from other people, that let's take this example and let's go out and be excellent on purpose. And just remember, all my life I want to be a brickie. Work, work, work. Thanks again for joining us, guys.
Thank you.
And let's go out and let's make mentorship happen in the community of Hobart.